Engineering and Design Project, Save the Snowman. My name is Ethan Kalasina, and this is my project. Step 1. Ask, what is the problem or challenge? Can I build a container to prevent an ice cube from melting? 1. I needed 15 by 15 centimeter square of each of the following: fleece fabric, cardboard, aluminum foil, and bubble wrap. My limits are those and a piece of paper, 3 Dixie cups, and a meter of masking tape and scissors. Step 2. Imagine. What are some solutions? I brainstormed some ideas. I had 3 different materials around the house. I had bubble wrap, aluminum foil, and fleece fabric. I wrapped 3 Dixie cups with the materials. Then I weighed 2 ice cubes for each cup and then put them in the cups. I did this to see which one was the best insulator and would best keep the ice cubes from melting. After putting the ice cubes in the cups, I set the timer for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, I measured the amount of water to determine which one was the best insulator. What is my best idea or solution? Using the fleece fabric to insulate the cup resulted in the least amount of water being produced from melting. The aluminum cup resulted in 3 milliliters of water. The bubble wrap resulted in 2 milliliters of water. Just leaving the ice on the counter, or my control group, produced 8 milliliters of water. And the fleece insulated cup only produced 1 milliliter of water. Step 3. Plan. Draw a diagram of my model. Okay, so here I drew 3 cups, my 3 cups, and I drew the insulators around them. So on the first cup it's bubble wrap, on the second it's aluminum foil, and on the third it's fleece fabric. This little thing down here that says 30, that's the timer. And then down there you can almost not see it, that's me pressing the start button on the timer. And that's for 30 minutes for the cups to have the ice cubes inside the cups. And these things right here that seem to be being thrown into the cups, well, that's just to give the example that they're going inside the cups, and those are actually the ice cubes. List materials needed and the steps to complete your model: fleece fabric, bubble wrap, aluminum foil, 3 Dixie cups, a paper plate, scale, measuring beaker, masking tape, 8 ice cubes, notebook paper, and a camera. I wrapped 3 Dixie cups with the materials. Then I weighed 2 ice cubes for each cup and then put them in the cups. I did this to see which one was the best insulator and would best keep the ice cubes from melting. After putting the ice cubes in the cup, I set the timer for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, I measured the amount of water to determine which one was the best insulator. Step 4. Follow your plan and create your model. As you can see here, I have created my 3 cups. And the first one on the farthest to the left is wrapped in bubble wrap. The second in the middle is wrapped with fleece fabric. And the third to the far right is aluminum foil. And over here on the top right, that is where I was making my aluminum foil cup. On the bottom left here, that is me taking the ice cubes out and pouring the water into the beaker. And then on the bottom right, that's me finished wrapping my Dixie cup with fleece fabric. I actually used volume here. I ended up using the measuring beaker because the scale wouldn't exactly measure the ice cubes. So, track data using volume. Put your ice cube in the container and let it sit for 30 minutes. Measure the volume of the melted water. Volume of melted water after 30 minutes. So the container 1 was the aluminum foil. That produced 3 milliliters of water after 30 minutes. The fleece fabric produced 1 milliliter of water. And the bubble wrap produced 2 milliliters of water. The control group, the ice on the counter, produced 8 milliliters of water. Step 5. Improve. What is working, what is not working, and to see if I modified my design to make it better. So far, or not so far, but during the experiment, everything worked. It was a very good experiment. But what was not working was the scale. I would have rather had a better scale to weigh the ice cubes. And there are no modifications I would have liked to make. I was perfectly fine and everything worked perfectly well. Alright, so this is the first question here answering class, but the second questions and the third and the fourth and the fifth. So, which of the building materials provided were thermal insulators? I came up to the conclusion that cardboard, bubble wrap, and fleece fabric were thermal insulators. Fleece fabric and aluminum foil were thermoconductors. And the fleece was thicker than the bubble wrap, which produced more water from melting. And on this last question, all three of my Dixie cups were the same size, so I have no evidence to support either conclusion that the smaller container insulates ice better than the larger container. And step 6 is to share my design with the class and to share the success I had. I have a last little picture here, and that picture is after I was done with my whole experiment. And right now, if you're watching this video, well, that's exactly what I'm doing right now. Thank you for viewing this PowerPoint and this video of me sharing my design and the success I had on my engineering project, Save the Snowman. My name is Ethan Calvasina.